welcome to the Tavern Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog, Discord server, Mimi group, Facebook group, Twittering, and Instagram. So, yesterday I talked a little bit about Kickstarter. I think I'll do a little bit more Kickstarter talk today, but we got some voicemails. Kickstarter is a popular target, but so is print on demand. Because like I mentioned, print on demand means that you don't have to keep stock on hand. So, Joe the lawyer calls in. Let's listen to Joe. And by the way, and Joe doesn't do a Matt Jackson. Gets it all in one message.
Hey, Eric, Joe the lawyer here, man. Yeah, I'm just listening to your podcast about print on demand. I recently found Monstrosities somewhere, in on electronic form. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is a freaking good book. So I went online, I tried to find it, couldn't find it on drive-thru. Just for shits and giggles, I looked it up a couple months ago on Amazon, and there it was. So I got it, print on demand. Excellent book. It's a great resource, like you were saying. Some other things that are available on Amazon, I liked our Tome Horrors Complete for Swords and Wizardry. Got that already. But Tome Horrors for 5e, that's also available there. Those are three great core books. A couple other ones that you could buy. Those are on the monster book topic. Kobold Press put out Tome of Beasts, which is excellent. And if you like Cthulhu stuff in 5e, Sandy Peterson put out Cthulhu Mythos for 5e. So that's another great resource. Another one, 5th edition Foes. We like 5th edition from Necromancers. So all good shit. They're all right next to me. That's why I'm reading them off. Later, man.
Yeah, I think Sandy Peterson's book, Rach, I think she bought that for me the last time the three of us went to Complete. It was either the last time or the time before that. Yeah, Monstrosities is probably my go-to monster book when it comes to Swords and Wizardry. And it's funny because I was just talking about that on the Tavern Chat podcast, but the weekly hangout on the Discord server with Glenn Hallstrom, Old Man Grognard. And he was talking about Monstrosities and how it's his go-to monster book. In a large part because each entry has an adventure hook attached to it, right? I think Tome of Horrors does too. But it's just a great resource for that. All right, well, we got another message. We got another voicemail. So let me step away for a second.
Hey, Eric, Jason here. Just want to say, an interesting episode on, why Kickstarters, why printing, why print on demand, I should say. I definitely understand the Kickstarter. Yeah, I've heard the rumor that Pinnacle, survives on its Kickstarters, Savage Worlds. And I don't know, I mean, it's a hard time on all industries, right? And it's definitely a hard time on the RPG industry, a hobby industry. I can't imagine how hard it is for a game store, a local game store, or like a gym or something, right? So, yeah, it's definitely a tough time. And what you're saying about having warehouse of books and all that definitely makes a ton of sense. And print on demand can kind of help with that. Kickstarter's a love-hate relationship for me. Like you, I'm a the top tier master backer or whatever it is. But yeah, it's love and hate because I'd rather just be able to buy the stuff instead of deal with the whole Kickstarter process, but I understand why it's needed.
Yes, Jason, we are the infamous super backers. Printing on demand, and when I say print on demand, even for a Kickstarter that isn't necessarily doing print on demand, because you can do print on demand on a Kickstarter where drive-thru actually winds up shipping out the book, so it's a real easy, simplified way of getting books out. But even if you're printing overseas, right? A Kickstarter, and all right, we sold 500 copies of the book on Kickstarter. So maybe you say, all right, between Kickstarter, retail, and future sales, we need and damaged books, because you're gonna have people gonna get damaged books. I got no fault to try of the frogs, but my Lost Lands setting book got a little road rash on it from the Postal Service. You're gonna wind up sending out some extra books, so you need an overage. So figure, and again, I'm talking out of my ass. I don't have these figures from anybody in the industry, but you say you're printing 500 because you know you have that many sold. Maybe you do another 150, maybe 200, right? If you didn't do Kickstarter, you'd have no way to judge how big a market there is for your game, your supplement. Here, you know how many copies you already have sold. So if you have that built into it, and maybe you say to yourself, all right, well, I have 500 copies sold, and that will leave me a built-in profit margin of, I don't know, we'll say you're making $10 a book, right? That sounds like a lot, though. Probably way too much. Say you're making $5 a book. Well, that gives you $2,500 to invest in future copies, right? The overage, without putting you out of money. Okay, that's the whole thing. Kickstarter means that your expenses aren't going to put you out of pocket up front if you run it wisely. If you're like some of the people that have fucked up and you spend it to, rent yourself office space and hire staff. I'm not going to name names, but maybe I'll do an episode on that shit where I do name names. You're a jackass. But that was, most of it was in the early days of Kickstarter and role-playing game funding. I think we've gotten past that for the most part. And with the larger companies that are kickstarting stuff, generally speaking, it's written ahead of time. By the time they kickstart, they've already written it. So there are some built-in expenses that they have to take care of up front. But printing that dead tree product, having the funds to do so, and being able to judge the size of the print run that you need based upon the orders you already have in hand, that's huge. It really is. All right, folks. We're in the midst of a pandemic. So as I've been reminding you, use your common sense. Keep yourself, your family, your friends, your loved ones, your community safe. All right? Ignore the talking heads on TV. They probably don't know any more than I do. And I don't know shit. Seek professional medical advice. Be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice. And I will talk with you all tomorrow. Later, folks.